I'm Crickets and welcome to I Have a Story. Picking up back from My Life Monday, where one of my videos I had been talking about a couple different topics, and this is another one I'm going to reach out and talk about. That was about how my family got in between my grandpa and me. All over I'll just tell the story. It's just absolutely absurd. Everything in my life is absolutely absurd. My brother has not had a driver's license since he actually got his driver's license and lost it within 2 weeks. Got it back and lost it in like another week or two again. Because he's a wild cannon. He just doesn't follow laws, doesn't care. He's explosive. Even behind the wheel of a car. So my grandpa, when he got elderly and trouble taking care of himself, my mom and I were the ones who took care of him. Nobody else did, just my mom and I. And my dad used to harass and demonize my mom for taking care of her father while he was elderly and ill and in need of help. My dad would give her mouth for it all the time because he's supposed to be there cooking her dinner, not taking care of her dad. He's supposed to be taking care of him. All about him is selfish. Caused so many problems in my family. Man who didn't want to do anything, face anything, be a father, be a husband, none of it. So one day I'm at my grandpa's house. My brother, he only did what he could for my grandpa when my brother needed money, and my grandpa would always pay him to help him. My sister, she's too busy making money and living her life. It doesn't have time for nobody else, so she was never there for my grandpa either, never. She just bought him stuff because money and stuff is what meant everything to her. And their family, that's what it's all about. You don't look, smell, feel like $1 million, we don't want nothing to do with you. So one day my grandpa tells me, yeah, your brother's coming over to take me grocery shopping. I told him, Grandpa, don't get in a car with him. He does not have a driver's license and he does not have insurance. My grandpa threw a fit, didn't know what was going on because nobody can face anything in life. This is why I'm so pushing back against it, because this has been my whole life on some of the most major things in my life. Nobody wanted to tell Grandpa the truth about any of the things that happened to me with my assault, things that are true with my brother in his life, because it was easier just to hide from it all and just whatever happens. If anybody gets hurt, then that's just life, right? We could have stopped it again, just like society and our systems. They could stop so much pain, harm, death, but they don't care. It's all about them selfish selves and taking care of them and what's easiest for them. Again, this is why I'm pushing back so hard against it, people. So my grandpa flips out and he calls my mom and asks her, is it true Devin doesn't have a driver's license? My mom told him that I was lying to my grandpa when I'm looking out for my grandpa. I mean, who wants to be riding around in a car with somebody who has no driver's license, no insurance, who is an elderly man riding with this person who always, 110% of the time, has drugs, narcotics, scales, and even as a multiple convicted felon, he's always got guns in his car. That's who I want my grandpa riding around with, right? Well, the rest of my family did, because they told my grandpa that I was lying, even though they know all this about my brother. They told him I was lying. My grandpa got absolutely pissed at me and did not talk to me for like 6 fucking months. Obviously, you can see how much that still hurts me today. That was 6 months of my life with my grandpa I lost, of him thinking I was lying to him and trying to start the shit when my family was the one who actually started it. All of it. But I'm the one who gets blamed for it again and takes the fall, like always in my life, and I'm sick of it. I can't take it no more. This is part of why I want my life to end. I cannot take this shit no more. I am tired of being blamed for what everybody else does, and it's been almost 50 fucking years of it. I've had it. I'm the guy who had the biggest heart and cared about everybody and did right by everybody just to turn around and get screwed. My whole life. That's all it's ever been. And I've had enough. I broke. Fuck y'all. My grandpa didn't talk to me for at least 6 months, and even when he started talking to me again, he hated me. He held that all against me. I'm a terrible person for trying to start problems and fights and all this other stuff, when I was the one actually trying to do right. what would you have done? Would you have let your 80-year-old grandpa, who's got cancer and dying and all these medical problems, because our medical industry doesn't do anything to really help people. That's not what our medical industry is about at all. Actually, it just came to me the other day, what's wrong with our medical system. I realized something I hadn't before. I'll make another quick video for tomorrow about that, because that can be a short one. And I'm having trouble sitting here. I've got a lot of pain and a lot of problems going on right now. So, and that's not even the first and only times that my family's been like this. Why would you want your dad, your 80-year-old dad, to ride around with somebody who has no driver's license, who has no insurance, who has drugs in their car, narcotics even, not even just like he's got a joint, you know, I mean, ounces of cocaine, heroin, who knows, whatever he can get and sell, he's got it. Triple beam sitting underneath the blanket in the floor of the back seat of his car, guns with a convicted felon. Would you want your grandpa riding with that person? Well, my mom thought it was okay to let her dad do it, and to let her son, who cared, who looked out for everybody and did as much as he could for everybody, including her dad. I'm telling you, my grandpa always thought he had to pay us. And as broke as I was, I couldn't even put gas in my car. I refused to take his money, because that's not right. I'll tell you, morals over money every time for me. My mom found stashes of money in his house one day and asked me, did you stash all this money? Yeah, Grandpa keeps trying to give me money to do stuff for him, and I won't take it. He did for me my whole life. I wouldn't have a childhood if it wasn't for him. It's my turn to pay him back. He don't pay me for that. No matter how much I needed money, I could run out of gas at the end of his block. I don't care. I'm not taking his money. To be a person that is that rooted in morals and values and beliefs, and to just have it all smashed on me like shit on the bottom of everybody's shoe. I mean, that's all I am to anybody. I'm sick of it. I've asked for help. Don't nobody want to help. Oh, Jason, you want to die? We don't want to hear that. We'll just go look away and play with our toys and smoke our fucking joints and drink our beer and fuck you, Jason. Don't nobody got time for that, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. What a wonderful world we live in. I can't wait to get out of it.